Newbee has an even harder time picking.
And I guess both Jugger and Necrophos are quite good against the centaur on the lane, right? Jugger can kill him with the spin with some help, and Necrophos can sustain a lot.
I will say Centaur can be good against Jugger. It depends who gets the help. But if they have this lich Jugger against Centaur, then Centaur is going to be very sad.
So really dominant Centaur with early hood counters what Jugger wants to do in this lane. But I think it's Jugger favored overall.
All right, they're going to need some game-winning hero from Newbee. I mean, they have like pretty much everything covered. They have, you know, some decent team fights, some way to take towers, objectives, stuns, blah, blah, blah. But then you need a hero that actually wins you the game now.
But you also have to think, like, I don't think you can be happy with some poke-style kind of hero. We talked about their sustain. I see so much sustain. I think they need to close the gap with these stuns and, like, take the fight to them, like, force them to fight them back.
I mean, at this point, do you feel like in some of these hard carries that Newbee banned, maybe they wish they had available in the pool still?
That's, of course, another route if you have a really hard carry that...
I think that they want to pick a mean hero like Lina
or Shadow Fiend, maybe, I think. All right, the Prophet.
Yeah, Prophet for Newbee.
All right.
And it looks pretty much nothing. And SC is having a good time here, forcing Matoma Man under his tower with this double wave. And now GH is like, okay, not really happening in mid. I'm going to move toward top. Maybe there's an opportunity here. Good fissure.
With the frostbite and the last attack from Kuro, flying over the rock wall. First blood's built. Very, very aggressive.
This is what I'm praising GH for so much. Darkseer's getting this many levels and farm is, you know, it's still a farm Veno for sure, but Mind Control
top lane
definitely getting his.
Miracle, where's that follow-up? Have they got the stun? They do, so there's no spin available with Spirit Siphon. Miracle just has to tank the physical damage, which he cannot do. Great movement up from SCCC, and they can bring that exorcism to bear on the tier 1 tower on the top.
Definitely going to go for that here. Now that he made the whole rotation up there, they want to get some structure. Moogie.
Even trying to surge GH away from that fight. The Observe, in fact, now with Moogie moving over, they have enough of a slow through the Plague Ward. Gale's going to connect on his target, SCCC. They put the Plague Ward up on the hill, realize no one else is there from Team.Liquid. But while that's going on, top lane, the spin from Miracle. He has the Omni Slash available, but the Burrow Strike from Kaka, holding Miracle in position. He'll go into the trees, taking a lot of damage from the tower. Has to have the healing ward to give him life. Kaka, Burrow Strike in 2 seconds time. He can go once more, but the healing ward's causing problems, but maybe not enough. He has the damage, does he? The healing ward protection's available with the spin on Miracle. He'll live and salve back up once more.
Lanes, continuing with the pressure. Venomancer takes the bottom tier 1, top tier 1. Might be next on the menu for him. As Miracle.
KP's death, great spin, dodging that hoof stomp from KP. Kaka, he doesn't have the mana for a Burrow Strike, and there was nothing he could do while Miracle was immune. But Matoma could do. That's not the way for him to find a kill.
Kaka just wants to push the wave out and get a ward out. He's sitting on 2 wards on the same team, but can't really use them. There's the Stampede though, and this will be the kill.
The Shackles hold him there. That's a huge kill. Miracle to fall with Moogie already up. The tier 1 tower in the top lane is days numbered.
I love how Newbee have already set up and coordinated and are ready and are just waiting.
Kaka
at 6.
They can set up on this one. Kaka, Burrow Strike. He cannot survive, but Tubberman still having the range for the aura. Level 3 in it. Will kill off Kaka, connect on that mid lane. Exorcism is out too. GH low on life, doesn't want to come closer, but it's Necrophos who's shackled up, taking a lot of damage from that Exorcism Faith. No, he's gonna die. The catapult bouncing off the Chain Frost. The Darkseer back wall. They gotta make a little bit more problems. Fissure is out, so Kaka being broken out of his Sandstorm, out of the Invis. SCCC wants to bring the damage in close, but with 3 heroes already rotated over from Team.Liquid, it just ain't gonna happen. The only thing which is happening for Newbee is that top tier 1 tower being claimed by Moogie.
This mid tower will get denied. So they got all 3 tier 1s at 12 minutes, which is a very good timing, but not really too much of a gold lead to show for it. They've lost a couple of heroes. I think Kaka's dive there on the Shaker, very optimistic. Like there's no real follow-up to it, so they couldn't really turn that great high impact play if they can pull it off. But
they can kill Matumberman. He's the man looking to build a Radiance. Fate's just going to get close enough to get the Hex thanks to the Observe Ward they have behind. They see everything. Stampeding forward. Exorcism is down. There's a lot of damage. KP is taken, but they'll still get the kill onto Matumberman. SCC once more. Kuro TP'd in to try and help out, but now he's trapped. Kaka, no Burrow Strike for another 2 seconds, but the Exorcism will do the work, and Kuro, Kaka even commits it to ensure it. So that's 2 kills up on the top lane, and now pressure to the tier 2 tower.
Looks like Liquid don't want to give up the tower though. They're going to send in Shaker and Darkseer to try and delay this push.
Well, Mass Serpent wards it down. Liquid might think twice about it. At least Mind Control gives the buckler effect, but Kaka, Fire Strike, he's looking at Mind Control, but knowing that GH has the vision behind the lines is not what they want to go into. So they'll let the Mass Open Wars die, or maybe not. Miracle's coming in from the south. Fire Strike up, Kaka actually dodging the Vac, but he cannot dodge the spin of Miracle. He's also Iron Shell bumped up, double TP's out, SCCC, his TP's coming off cooldown in a second. He had to move one of his null talismans out of his backpack, and now starts it, but GH Echo slams it down. The silence, it needed to connect on the Earthshaker.
Yep. He tried to get this.
That's what they're doing. Observe wards on the hillside. Faith gonna move in close enough. They'll get the Hex. Need to follow up Shackles. The Fissure. Nice from GH. Half stop. Stampede from KP trying to create space. Lich holding won't continue its bounce, however. But KP's on the wrong side of the tracks. Omni Slash. They have enough damage to get through Kaka, but Miracle trapped under the towers. KP still alive. He ran all the way up to the north. Even has his Blink available and seals the bounty room.
A lot of the time we see Shamans go for Staff Flamer or Blink. And all three items have their value in this game. It's just...
That's a nice rune. Double damage rune, but the bad thing is the Echo Slam catching out SCCC. They're already using that Hurricane Punch to get him free, but the Stampede, they'll turn around. Massive wards it down too. They find the kill into the Earthshaker. Now Newbee want to roll with the momentum into Mind Control, who stands his ground, taking it for the team. Exorcism has been burnt, and there is a creep.
TI has been more about vision than any other TI.
By top
lane.
Echo Slam, Kaka.
That's what happens if you don't have vision, and you die.
Like, you look at the build coming in from Mugi, going to go in for the Maelstrom into Nonya. Like, that is a lot of bonus damage, a lot of push. Kuro, Mugi actually stopped attacking for half a second. It's the Crypt Swarm from SCC that will reach him.
They should drop the Serpent Wards here, I think.
Yeah, it makes, and life gets even harder. A full Radiance is done, well, at least for the Necro, so I say harder for Newbee in the team fights to get every single hit.
Kaka?
Yeah, middle of nowhere. And Scythe. Executed.
He didn't know GH was there. He blinked into the side, and then GH saw him and just like, wait, what? Cast a couple spells, got the kill from Matumba. Nice little Reaper kill, so one good job in this
Miracle.
game.
In his vision of this, he's starting his spin. He won't have time. He can't TP out now. The Stampede, they're trying to close the distance so the Hex from Faith can come out. The Plague Ward gonna block the retreat off the Juggernaut. He doesn't know it. That's why the movement path sent him back towards the south. KP comes in to land the extra stun, and Juggernaut will fall on the top lane. That's... What was it? We were casting, okay, bottom lane. We might go back to that moment on top lane. The Gale out from Mugi. Nova being committed. GA starting his TP. Yulset will end up cancelling that one. Necro wants to run away. The Lich ulti gonna bounce perfectly. GH has the stun. Mugi's BKB will also be expended. But do they get here quick enough? The Plague Wards are down. Kaka staying outside the pit. They know that Liquid will have to come from the south. The Hex is out already. Miracle spinning inside the pit. Roshan's down low. The Vac Wall is nice. The Master Wards are down too. But the Echo Slam and Lich ulti, it's huge. 3 down for Newbee. They need to be able to survive. The BKB's allowing Mugi to survive with Miracle. Killing off Roshan, taking the Agency more. The Master Wards are doing diddly squat at the moment. Even the side, heavy damage into Mugi on the retreat. The Burrow Strike not hitting the money. Kaka has to retreat back out again. The Plague Ward's making it difficult for Liquid just to get out of this scot-free, but now Diffusal Blade out from Miracle, catching up Mugi, ending the dominating streak, and the big advantage that Newbee had just disappeared. The Aegis Immortal does the first bit of damage to the Newbee base, beating into the tier 3 tower. KP's watching him, and they're looking. They get the Hex over on GH, but his Fate just gets caught out, trying to look for his own Hex. Quick man to style out. KP looking for the Hawk Stop, but GH's Fissure right on the money. Kaka coming in, looking for any kind of stuns that make it so Liquid have overcommitted. Rod of Vatos onto the Necrophos. You've lost your Shadow Shaman, but Venomancer back to the world of living. Nova's available too. Miracle, you can bleed him out, but remember, he's still got the secondary life. The Burrow Strike, they're just trying to chip away at him. That tier 3 tower, it's going, it's gone. Miracle will grab it. The spin, he wants to back out now with no magic community. It's too risky to stick around, but they got
Full Butterfly and Jugger coming in. That's like the perfect timing for this push as well. He has another 40 seconds on the Aegis, so he's just gonna run in and start hitting.
the perfect timing, but watch that Aegis the Immortal. If we hit 33-30, you'll know the Aegis will be timing out pretty shortly, but Miracle making the most of that 30 seconds, beating into the tower. KP with the Hoof Stomp. They have an extra silence. Juggernaut can't do damage. The fortification's doing its work, not to mention Spirit Siphon. Karka, Fire Strike, can they wait it out a little bit longer for another 20 seconds so that Aegis is properly gone? But Team.Liquid, once again, they go up, they take the tower, and they're looking to come back in once more. Watch that Aegis of the Immortal. They jump in, the Horse Stomp from KP, catching two. Aegis still there for the fact. Epicenter is doing its work. The Juggernaut, he's dying. The Aegis Immortal in time down a fraction of a second before. Miracle's gone. The Scythe will get revenge. KP will fall. Kuro tries to stand in the trees, but the Exorcism from SCC, they're having the damage output to do it. 3 heroes gone from Team.Liquid. I want to count.
But it was simply this mid-wave that they wanted to take care of. Now that that's done, they're starting to get back into position.
SCC, Yule stepped up, not dropping back down again, out of the Yules, and then the hit. Kaka connects on his stun, follow from KP, but Mind Control dragging them back in unwillingly into the fight. KP, he's got no way out, no stampede available. 2 heroes lost from Newbee. Liquid have opened the window.
This is, at the very minimum, buyback forced. Maybe they will even get the tier 3.
They don't have those upgraded wards yet from Moogie, so the defense is nowhere near as strong. Yeah, the buyback from SCCC is used. There is no buybacks available from Newbee. So even contesting around, Miracle just used his spin. This feels so much like bait. Moogie feels it too. Scaling into Miracle. They're not committing too heavily in with the Venomance. Remember, he has that BKB. So reaction timing was all about Miracle. The burst right from Kaka. It'll connect, follow-up Vigil for KP. He'll get the son of the massive force in the middle of the field. Darkseer coded up. Miracle, the Echo slams there from GH at the Omni side. And damage output's too big with the side. SCC is gone for 2 minutes. The Lich Chainfrost bouncing back down Kaka, trying to hide himself, but right now it's all Liquid. They have taken down 4. You'll get the buyback from the Venomance and GH for the 4th up. He won't even die for this. Liquid lose nothing, but take everything from Newbee.
That was so close. Miracle with 5% HP got off that Omni Slash, and it turned the entire fight. GH waited as long as he could on that bait to come in with the Echo Slam that broke the shackles and let Miracle get his spell off. And Liquid, man, that looked so scary. It really looked like Miracle would die. And if he falls there, it's a different story. I don't even think he had buyback on the Juggernaut at that moment, but got a lot of gold from the fight. They'll take the Roche, and they're gonna more than likely just head down mid. They have 10 seconds on healing ward, so Miracle will be up to full again.
And they can just do the same as previous, put Miracle on the front lines. Let's have a look at that. Has Blink Echo Slam up and running.
Healing ward in the back. Liquid are so close. Just one more good fight. They know there can't be buybacks on Newbee's lineup. They must have done so much economical damage that any big kill...
They see everything. Here comes the Echo Slam. Where's it going to be enough or not yet? The Fissure is down. Necro controlled. It's a nice holding from Moogie. Maybe the regeneration's enough. Miracle. The Agency model will pump Faith. Able to shackle him forever. Holding him. Up they come once more. No Hex. No instant unavailable. Omni Slash on top of Moogie. The Shrines are doing enough, but it is all a Miracle show. Double kill for him. Defuse the blade. SCCC. While Centaur controlling the back lines. The Exorcism. It needs to do some damage, but right now Newbee dropping life flies at GG. It's done! Liquid will be the first team in the history of the International to whitewash the Grand Final. 3-0 victory over Newbee.
They have been absolutely fantastic over the last few days. Liquid, they were so close to elimination like 2 or 3 times in a row. And every single time they overcame it. Today they just looked like just flat out the best team in the world. This series, it's not only a 3-0, it was pretty